Okay, I'm recording audio on my end, and you're recording Zoom.
I gotta tell you, this lighting makes me look super youthful.
I love that you chugged truly glasses of wine.
It helps with my long COVID. It's medicinal at this point.
Mm.
I think I might be drunk.
She said, what?
How could they do something like that?
Are you serious?
What a thirsty MFer.
Not good. She's absolutely dead to me.
That's because she died.
I'm Sterling Mulberry.
And I'm Blair Payton, and welcome to
Bad Behavior, a morally questionable podcast
where two unqualified friends,
two unhinged comedians,
determine once and for all what is good
and what is bad.
Hi, Blair.
Hello, Sterling.
Are you 3 glasses of wine deep right now?
Well, first of all, welcome to Bad Behavior. If you're wondering why Sterling sounds like she's on a telephone, it's because she's back in LA. She left me.
I'm in Los Angeles. I am at day 12 of the disease COVID-19. I finally got the stuff, so that's why I sound gorgeous. But I'm doing better. And anyways, excuse my voice. But yes, that is why we sound different, because we are 3,000 miles apart right now.
Walk us through it. This is your first experience with COVID ever. How do you feel? Is it cool to be part of the club?
Well, I'm excited to absolutely, as as the famous quote is, once I got COVID-19, it was absolutely over for those hoes. Is that the quote?
I think Maya Angelou said that.
Anyways, I'm really excited to hit the damn town, go out, because last fall, as I still didn't have COVID, I once went to a Taylor Swift rave with my mask on. And now I can go out and actually eat inside for literally the first time in 3 years. I'm
Okay,
really
hold
excited
on.
to experience life. What?
What the hell is a Taylor Swift rave?
Okay. As you know, it's pretty much impossible for there to be actual a rave when it comes to Taylor Swift. So I don't know if that's really, but that's what they called themselves. But it was the night of her release, midnight, October 21st. Oof, I don't remember. And it was kind of a big dance party in the city of Los Angeles that I went to. So I'm excited to kind of get back out there. Yeah. So, anyways, I'm feeling all right. It was kind of brutal to have COVID at my parents' house because I didn't leave my childhood bedroom for 10 days. 10 days. But I didn't get my parents sick, which is gorgeous for us all. But more importantly, Blair, than my disease and being back in the city of Los Angeles, is that you had a really big day that I am so sad I missed. It was your birthday. We've entered, can I even say, a new decade.
A brand new decade that has more numbers than I've ever experienced in my life.
Well, what decade would have less numbers than you've ever experienced in your life?
Well, I mean, yes, each 10 years gets more numbers, but this is the most numbers. Well, I guess that's true of any year, but still, it feels like
I think that's unfortunately going to be true of it. Yeah.
I knew my 40th was coming up. Like, I'm not an idiot. That was a weird sentence.
It was
I knew it was coming.
He knows. Blair knows his own birthday, and he's not afraid to tell you that
I'm really good at math. Birthday. I'm good at math. And it really hit me after midnight. I opened my dating apps and my age went from 39 to 40. And I was like, woof, so many numbers.
So the first minute that you turned 40, you opened up your dating apps?
I'm lonely. I haven't had sex in a while.
I think 40 is a very hot age. Like, ultimately, that's like very sexy. That's very sophisticated, very handsome. And as I always say, you look hotter and hotter every damn year.
Well, can I just tell you, when we were setting up for this virtual recording, I was like, Sterling, I'm going to test your microphone. Just start talking. So she was just like, hi, my name is Sterling. I grew up in blah, blah, blah. I was born in 1990, 4.
How dare.
4. And I was like, I am going to fucking murder you. How dare you have the gall to mention your birth year when I have had 40 of them? That's not right. I am a little buzzy.
I'm so sorry. Wow. We've never recorded with one co-host drunk before and the other co-host with the disease COVID-19. It's a fun dynamic.
I've had 4 glasses of wine, ironically, to coincide with my birthday today.
And I would just like to say I know we're at time difference, but it is 11:12 a.m. my time. And the fact that Blair's 4 drinks in, I just love that.
Here's the thing. We have a guest today. You might know her from, we're trying something different. We thought we'd have a guest today. We have Nicole Palizzi, better known as Snooki, on the show. And so I'm not going to lie,
we're so excited.
I got a little nervous. I got in my head about it. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to channel her and start drinking.
Well, I'm sure we have some new listeners. So if you haven't listened to our podcast before, this is our podcast called Bad Behavior. We like to really dive into the moral ambiguities of what is right, what is wrong, and have a guest come on, tell a story in which we really dive into the nitty gritty, ask the tough questions for once. I think if there's anyone that is also an expert when it comes to behavior, it's our guest today. She's done a lot of different kinds of behavior on screen. Do you have a favorite Jersey Shore moment?
Honestly, I think it was the moment when I saw Vinny on the screen, because I always had a huge crush on Vinny Guadagnino.
I'm sorry. Our guest is Snooki, and you are doing not a Snooki iconic moment. Blair, that's bad behavior.
It's
why don't you do a Snooki moment?
I guess it's when she got arrested on the beach in season 3. It was Dina's first episode with the Jersey Shore. It was iconic.
I think one of my favorites that no one's ever talking about is how she would do straight up gymnastics at the club. She's doing like front handsprings in those early seasons at Club Karma. And as the girl who did gymnastics in high school, I say impressive.
Yeah.
We're just so excited that she's on the podcast today because we have a lot of questions.
Like, is Vinny Guadagnini questioning his sexual behavior?
What's his marital status right now? Is he single?
He's single. But he also dances with Chippendales, and he looks great. He's keto, and I would like to help him continue being keto.
Well, Blair, without further ado, I think she's popping up on our Zoom. We should let her in.
She is the iconic Nicole Palizzi, better known as Snooki, from the Jersey Shore and Jersey Shore Vacation. She also has her own wine, which I really want to get a free bottle of, Messy Malma. She has the Snooki shop. This woman is working her butt off. Also a podcast I famously produce called It's Happening with Snooki and Joey. Please make welcome the delightful and wonderful Snooki Nicole Palizzi.
Can you hear me? Am I on mute now?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Sorry, I just got back from the gym. I'm disgusting. I don't care.
Oh my God, Nicole, thank you so much for doing our little I'm sorry, I've been drinking. I have some wine.
You're drinking?
Yeah.
It's 1:30.
I just wanted to make you feel welcome. I don't have your Messy Mama wine, but I do have Oyster Bay. Do you recommend it or no?
I've never had that, but no wine is better than my Messy Mama. So you're slacking.
Well, if you want to send us a free bottle, I would not turn it down.
Oh, same.
All right. So we're going to jump right in. So we like to ask each of our guests, how do you normally approach bad behavior? Either if you see it in public or within a friend group, like what do you think your normal tendency is when it comes to bad behavior?
It depends what bad behavior is. Like bad fun behavior, like leaving work to go drinking, or, like fun stuff that we're not gonna get arrested for. Well, not like bad things, like hurting people. I don't know. Like I like fun bad behavior, but when it comes to like bad drama behavior or just something like really negative, it's not my thing. Like I'll run the other way. I like positive vibes. I like everyone to get along. It depends what kind of bad behavior.
Okay, let's say you are walking out on the street and you see an elderly woman getting robbed. They take her purse and run. What would you do?
I would help her and I would kick the guy in the nuts.
Okay.
Poor girl. You don't know.
Yeah, equal opportunity.
And do you feel like within maybe a friend group, are you the one that kind of tries to keep the peace? Or if like two of your friends are kind of in a spat, or do you kind of like try to stay out of it?
I like to let them figure it out, but if it's dragging on and it's ruining everyone's time, then I'll step in and be like, all right, guys, come on. This is like, we're acting like we're 7. Let's grow up. Let's move on. Everybody hug it out and move on. But I like to stay out of it for a little bit because, I just don't want to get involved.
Well, speaking of other people's shit, the Jersey Shore family vacation coming back for a new season. Are we excited? How are we feeling?
Yeah. And I'm happy this season because I didn't get into any negative drama. Thank God. So it was just like a fun time for me. We did a ton of vacations. So we went to a ton of places, a lot of cute mini trips, obviously a lot of drinking. So I feel like this season, it's mainly all fun. Obviously there's a little drama, but I'm not a part of it. Thank God. Can
you give us any behind the scenes secrets? Any dish?
Well, I did, and then MTV already yelled at me, so no.
We can't get you in trouble. We don't want to get you in trouble.
Yeah, I could tell you that me and the girls went on a wine trip to bottle my wine and like make it and everything. It was a disaster.
Define disaster.
Bottles everywhere, wasted, ruining all the inventory. It wasn't great.
On that note, how often would you say, like in a week's time, do you get wasted? What's your average?
Like once a week. Well, it depends on wasted. Like, so I love drinking in bed, watching Netflix, my wine, or maybe sometimes like I'll do a martini because like I want like that taste of a martini. Yeah, so I would say probably like once a week, unless I'm like really trying to stick to my diet, then like nothing. But it's not like me going out and raging and bar hopping. It's me sitting in bed, binging all these shows and just drinking.
What are you currently binging?
Ginny and Georgia. The mother's a hot fucking mess and a murderer, and she drinks a lot of wine. So love that show. And what did I just finish? I forgot, but I do like to binge a lot of like the European shows because they're so good.
Wait, what European shows?
Well, they're like from I feel like they're like Russian shows or whatever, but they're talking in English, but you could tell like their mouth isn't, because they're talking a different language. But they have a ton of great sci-fi shows when it comes to European shows. And there's one from, I think it was England. I don't know. They have an English accent and it was really good. But it was like all sci-fi. I like sci-fi shows.
Now, speaking of drama and stuff, I know on your podcast, which I famously produce, Joey always jokes with you about doing Real Housewives. And honestly, I would love for you to do Real Housewives. I think, would you ever do it if you were approached?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe like appearances here and there, but they are dirty. Like they dig shit up on you. They're not like nice girls and they like to just expose people. I mean, I don't think I have anything to expose in my past, but they're ruthless.
Well, when you said you didn't have anything to expose in your past, you looked off to the right. And what I've noticed from watching body language experts, that means you're lying. So what are you hiding?
Yeah, I always around when I talk because I'm a freaking weirdo. But yeah, no, like I only got arrested once, and that was on the show. I'm an adopted Chilena girl. I really don't have anything to hide.
Okay. Well, if you could join a franchise, which one would it be?
Well, I do really love Kyle, so maybe I can bring like some of Jersey to Beverly Hills.
Feel the whoa with Listerine at BJ's. You can save $2.50 now on Listerine products like Total Care Anti-Cavity Fluoride Fresh Mint Mouthwash or Cool Mint Pocket Packs Fresh Breath Strips at your nearest BJ's location. Experience the feeling of a million germs zapped in seconds with Listerine. Discount available through December 24th. Save now only at BJ's.
Dan Mancini from Mama Mancini's. My grandmother cherished the family meal. It was a time to relax and enjoy a delicious, wholesome dinner together. It's our mission to deliver authentic Italian recipes made with the same real ingredients my grandmother used. Mama Mancini's classic Italian meatballs and slow-cooked sauce is available in the deli department at your local Publix and supermarkets across the country. Fully cooked and ready to serve, just heat and eat. Visit MamaMancini's.com to find the closest store near you.
I think it's time for us to venture into our little game called Heaven or Hell. So basically, it's a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being heaven, hell being 1. And we are going to share with you reality show tropes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being heaven, hell being 1, or purgatory being 5, rate these reality show tropes.
Okay.
So Sterling, you want to kick it off?
Okay, sure. So our first one we have is a contestant telling other contestants that they aren't there to make friends. Are we tired of this? Is that hell, or are we still enjoying that? Is that heaven?
No, I'd say heaven, because that person's going to bring all the drama and they don't give a shit throwing people under the bus. So like, it's always a given. Someone's going to say that, but that's the person that's going to start shit.
Who is that person that you know specifically?
Angelina would definitely be that person.
Okay.
Yeah, she does starting shit.
Okay. The second one, having an affair with a producer and getting kicked off the show. Heaven or hell?
Heaven. That's cool. So I don't know how like all reality shows work, but you're not supposed to get too close to the producers because then you're breaking the fourth wall. So that's like a no-no. So when that happens, yeah, people get kicked off.
Okay, number 3, revealing a traumatic family tragedy to avoid confrontation. So like a person suddenly revealing some deep, dark past so they can kind of get out of the drama they've put themselves into.
I would say hell, because that's like an easy scapegoat. Like, come on, like you can't take it. I feel like that's a cop out. And like, I feel bad for you that, you went through that, but that has nothing to do with the situation.
Starting a fight to get more airtime.
Hell, because that means you're being scripted and that's annoying. Like for me, I just like to go in, especially like now, like there's so many shows that are so scripted. Like you just want to go in and have a good time and actually make it like a genuine experience. But when people go in like wanting to get airtime and doing stupid fake drama, I'm just like, stop.
Faking an on-screen love affair to push a new music album.
Well, like I said, I hate people faking it for TV, but I mean, that's like half of reality. So it is what it is. I'm going to say heaven, because I like the hustle. I like the hustle, that you want to like push your shit. And I mean, maybe if I was single and I had a single, maybe I would fake something.
If you were to venture into, recording a music album, what would your first single be called?
Parties Here. It would be like a party jam, that everyone could play at the club.
Okay. Do you want to improvise a couple of lyrics?
Well, I actually did do a song. It was like a parody song of me being a mom.
Did you really? For what?
It was just like a joke. Like I wanted to make, like moms are so cool. I forget what it's called, but it's like a full music video, and I'm singing in autotune. It's great.
Love it. Gotta love autotune.
Yeah.
Okay, and this is our last one. Removing your microphone and threatening to quit the show.
Oh, hell. I mean, I've done it a couple times. Just because I was like so heated.
Yeah.
But when I see other people, I'm like, calm down. You're not going anywhere. So I feel like it's all the theatrics and the dramatics in the moment. But I mean, you're not going to quit.
Yeah. How many times have you threatened to quit Jersey Shore?
Oh my God, like 25 times. Every season I go, this is it. I'm not doing this shit anymore. And then, always back. But I did quit once, so it worked.
Feel the whoa with Listerine at BJ's. You can save $2.50 now on Listerine products like Total Care Anti-Cavity Fluoride Fresh Mint Mouthwash or Cool Mint Pocket Packs Fresh Breath Strips at your nearest BJ's location. Experience the feeling of a million germs zapped in seconds with Listerine. Discount available through December 24th. Save now, only at BJ's.
It's time to take your body care routine to the next level. Introducing Osea's bestseller body care set, the perfect companion for your summer travels. This 4-piece kit transforms dry skin to silky, soft, and glowing. It features travel sizes of Osea's best-selling Undaria algae body oil and body butter, clinically proven to improve skin elasticity, along with their anti-aging body balm and salts of the earth body scrub. And to top it off, it's packed in a vegan leather bag, making it a must-have for all your summer adventures. Everything Osea makes is clean, vegan, cruelty-free, and climate-neutral, so you never have to choose between your values and your best skin. Treat yourself to glowing, healthy skin this summer with clean, vegan skincare and body care from Osea. Right now, you can get the bestsellers body care set valued at $78 for 33% off. Use code SUMMER to save an additional 10%. That's an additional 10% off at OSEAMalibu.com, code SUMMER.
All right. Well, now is the moment in the show that we are looking forward to, where we get to judge you. And I know you've just been jonesing to have two nobodies judge you. And here it is. That moment has arrived. Tell us a story, something that happened to you where you're like, oh, I don't know. Am I in the right? Am I in the wrong? And we will guide you down that path and give you your ultimate punishment or reward.
So I can talk about me being a cheer mom. This happened last season. It was really bad.
Okay.
So my daughter is a competitive cheerleader, and it's literally Dance Moms, but it's not so like the show. It's not so trashy, like the moms are out to get each other. It's more of like we want our kids to shine, but like we all respect each other, at least in our group. So at the end of every competition, everybody gets like a banner, and my daughter hasn't gotten a banner yet. So she was pulling this one skill that none of the other stunt groups were doing. And I was like, oh my God, like you look amazing. You're killing it. My daughter's going to get the banner. Like, I can't wait. She killed it. Like, this is my girl. She works so hard. And we were drinking after the competition, which is not good. So, I'm like already like, feeling it. And I'm just excited for my daughter to get the banner. And then come the banner time, she didn't get the banner. So I turned like literal, like horrible cheer mom. And I'm just like in such a bad mood. I'm like, my daughter deserved that. Like I was that mom. And we went back to the hotel room and I texted the coaches and I was like, Giovanna really deserved that. And I like went off a little bit. And I'm like, oh shit. But like, I still felt how I felt. Like, I just wanted to say how I felt. And yeah, it wasn't great. And then the next day I ended up saying like, I'm sorry. I really want, good for my daughter. And I want you guys to see how hard she works. And I just want her to, excel in the sport. Like, I think she's amazing. She's only 7 and she's doing all this shit. So, I texted, I apologized, and I sent the cheer gym owner like a big bouquet of flowers. I was like, sorry, I was that bitchy cheer mom. So we had like a laugh about it, but I recognized I was wrong, but also like I kind of wasn't, because like I'm sticking up for my daughter and what she deserves. And I'm sure she deals with all that shit all the time. Like, cheer moms are crazy when it comes to like wanting their kids to like, be the best.
Okay, I have a lot of questions.
Yeah. So the banner you're talking about, was that like a prize or was it like recognition? What exactly was it?
Yeah, so it's more recognition. Like, so they get a banner or a trophy from first to third place. So if you place in one of those, you get a trophy or a banner. So pretty sure we got first place because we're amazing. So at the end of the competition, whoever got, the trophy or the banner, they give it to one of the athletes, on the team to say, you did amazing. Like, we're so proud of you. And Giovanna's just never gotten one before. So I really thought at that competition, because she pulled that skill and she was the only one and it looked amazing, that, she was going to get recognized for that.
Now, do you know, and you can say pass, but the person that did end up getting the banner, had they gotten the banner before?
Oh, I don't remember. I don't remember who got it. But yes, people have gotten banners and then get banners again. Yeah.
Do you think that the coaches have a vendetta against you and that's why, and they were taking it out on your daughter?
I don't think so.
Are you usually polite to them? Is this the first time you ever lashed out?
I get along with everyone. I just feel like maybe sometimes people around us, they don't want Giovanna to be favorited because she's my daughter, and she's totally not. When we first joined the gym, all the parents thought that. So I think maybe that's a reason, but I think eventually she's going to get the banner. But no, I'm really cool with the owner and everyone. I was trying to do a cheer show with them. And I'm still in the works with doing a cheer show with them. So yeah, there's no bad blood. She just wasn't recognized.
It didn't throw her that she didn't win that award. Like, I guess, how was her like self-esteem after the event?
No, it was more me.
Okay, she wasn't that affected.
Well, my mom girlfriends, my mom cheer moms, they were like, oh yeah, like I could see her getting it. Like, maybe it's her night. And then it wasn't. And then also like I had wine on top of that. So it just snowballed into something bigger than it should have been. And it made me a bitchy cheer mom.
I do have a question. When you go to these events, do you ever drink at the actual events? Because I would.
Yes. Like after, because they do have bars there. It's always at venues. So like if we go to lunch, like I'll get a drink, but then we go back and we're literally there all day. So it's like, we're going to have a drink here and there, but we're not like getting wasted.
Okay. Sterling, what are you thinking right now? What is your thought about this behavior?
I don't know. It's hard because, as you said, like, it sounds like your daughter was okay. She didn't potentially need you to stick up so much because she wasn't that affected ultimately. I think I would lean good more if she was really affected and this was like she's gonna quit, if she isn't able to get the banner, and like this is your big fight, so she kind of continues in the sport. But it sounds like you're still pretty guilty. It sounds like you're still a little guilty about the situation. And what I always like to do, I say, if our guest is still feeling guilty, why not deem them bad? Give them a little punishment and let your guilt be absolved.
I think I'm leaning bad, because
you're leaning bad.
It's your daughter's formative years, okay? And she's there in front of a crowd and she just wants to make her mother proud. And there you are, just, shit face in the stands, and you're like, "That's my bitch!" And she didn't get her banner, and then you yelled.
I'm definitely not shit faced at the place. Like, I'm an actual responsible mom. Like, I'm not like a trash mom, and I don't say bitch. But in my head, I did.
It was after.
No, yeah, I'm talking like 3 wines deep, and then like annoyed that she didn't.
You still sent a text, and who knows? Did you threaten their lives?
We don't. I was just like, this is acceptable, just like so dramatic. And then I woke up the next day, and I'm like, yeah, maybe I was like too much. That's why I bought the big flowers, and I said, I'm so sorry, I was a bitch. And, we got over it.
Well, I'm just determined to deem you bad behavior because I'm in that place. I'm feeling very Simon Cowell. I'm super British.
No, I was bad.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's good you saw the error of your ways, but it would have been nice if you would have saw it before. So I'm going to say bad behavior.
Dang. Okay, so Blair, we officially deem you bad behavior. It's harder on Zoom to do it at the same time. Okay. Now, what we do when someone is deemed bad behavior on our show, we have a punishment. It's very, very harsh. So I hope you're going to be able to do it today. But we like our guests to read famous celebrity apologies that you like see, when celebrities like post like notes app apologies on Instagram.
So dramatic.
So dramatic. So we have, if we can send to you, I think Blair can send it. Today we have an apology that Logan Paul famously said.
Read it as if it's your own words.
Okay. You guys, where do I begin? I'm so sad. Well, let's start with this. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. This is the first for me. I've never done this before. I've never faced criticism like this before. And I've never made a mistake like this before. I'm just perfect. So I've never done this before, and I'm surrounded by good people, and I believe that I make good decisions. I feel like I'm a good person. And I'm a human being. If you guys didn't know, I'm human. I'm a human being, and I can be wrong. And I just wanted to say that I didn't do it for views. I get views all the time. But I'm sorry, and I'm a human, and I'm a good person.
Wow, that was amazing.
How do you feel?
That really his apology? That's awful.
Well, it's only part of it. It gets worse and worse. I don't know who in the PR team looked over that one and okayed it.
I don't think they did.
All right. Well, do you feel better? Do you feel like your load is lighter?
I do. I feel like, I'm the bad bitchy cheer mom has released out of me, and I will never do that again until she gets older, probably.
Okay, great. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on our show. Where do you want people to follow you? What do you want to promote?
So I'm joining OnlyFans soon. So
great.
Ew. No, nobody wants to see that. Yeah, follow me on social media, my Instagram at Snooki. And yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm working on new wine, working on all this shit. It's a new year, so there's gonna be new shit coming out.
All right. Well, have a good one. We know you got to pick up your kids, so thank you for doing our podcast.
This has been a pleasure.
Yeah, so fun.
Sterling, did you notice she didn't read that verbatim?
I know. At first, I was like, "Huh, is she doing her own apology over there?" I was like, "She's really improving."
I would have called her on it, but she had to go pick up her kids.
I was like, once she got to the views part, I was like, "Okay, that's part of it."
And that's our show. Thanks so much for listening today.
We absolutely hate to do this. We hate it.
But it would mean the world to us if you can subscribe to the podcast wherever you get podcasts, rate and review.
Follow us at Bad Behavior NYC on Instagram and TikTok. Thanks again for listening.
And remember, whatever your moral status, we are always here to judge.
Bye.
Do you think that was good?
Ah, feel the whoa with Listerine at BJ's. You can save $2.50 now on Listerine products like Total Care Anti-Cavity Fluoride Fresh Mint Mouthwash or Cool Mint Pocket Packs Fresh Breath Strips at your nearest BJ's location. Experience the feeling of a million germs zapped in seconds with Listerine. Discount available through December 24th. Save now, only at BJ's.
During the Jeep Black Friday sales event, get up to 15% below MSRP on select 2023 Jeep brand vehicles, 10 or 15% below MSRP depending on model. 10% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Gladiator and Compass, exclude Sport. 15% below MSRP eligible vehicles include Jeep Renegade, Compass Latitude 4x4, Grand Cherokee L and Grand Cherokee, excludes 4XE and Laredo. Not compatible with lease offers except for Gladiator or with any other consumer incentive offers. Residency restrictions apply. Take retail delivery from dealer stock by 11/30. Jeep is a registered trademark.